Welcome, it's Mud-Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And this video is not going to be like the previous couple of videos that you saw. It was just me and the camera. Now I'm back home and I can actually do some stuff with the computer. So thank you to my sister-in-law for coming to take over duties with my grandmother. And I was able to actually come back to work today as well. So here we are back to work on the videos. This is the video that they dropped, I call it the 310 hype video, where they're showing off all the different things that they've added to 310. There is a lot of different stuff to talk about, and we'll probably fly through some of it, but I will be doing future videos that go a little more in depth on a lot of these different mechanics, new features, vehicles, redone vehicles, atmospheric flight, everything. I will go into a little bit more detail in future videos so you guys can consume that and enjoy. Now there have been quite a few bugs reported for 310. It is pretty buggy like the previous 3.8 and 3.9 on launch. I will do a whole video based off of the bugs that my guys have been reporting, and there are a vast amount. So yeah, expect that to come sooner rather than later, because I'm sure they're going to be patching a lot of that stuff. So let's get into the nuts and bolts of this patch. Here on the RSI page, they have a little story, blah, blah, blah. It's about a couple of arrows. And then they go into Master the Skies. So they talk about how atmospheric flight has changed some things. They've changed some things with the way thrusters work, etc. Your ships will now react a little bit to wind and all that in atmosphere. Plus they have the landing splines, or takeoff splines if you want to call it that. So when you come from the surface, you'll have to use the spline to get out of Area 18 in Lorville, and then if you go to land there, you'll have to use the splines to land. Otherwise the AI will put you back on track. Then they're going into targeting, how turrets are improved, fixed weapons that are now improved. Let me tell you, dogfighting much better in this patch than a lot of the previous patches, especially the last few. Much more fun, and yeah, it's just completely improved. We'll go more into the dogfighting in an upcoming video. Then you have the Mo Trader app that they added. This is going to allow you to give money to other players in the game. So if somebody is doing a cargo run with you, you can, pay them. Or if they're giving you some sort of support, you can pay them for that support. Maybe you call for help. Yeah. But don't spend all your money, because you're going to need some of it to buy new Mobi-Glass bands. They're just a different color. Nothing special, just a different color. So yeah, save that money. Then there's the body dragging feature, which is pretty cool. I plan on doing some fun videos with that upcoming as well. Then we also have the Electron Weapons. You've got the pistol and the sniper rifle, and these are really fun to use. I really like the sniper rifle. I feel that it packs a pretty good punch. It has really cool effects, both before you fire, after you fire. Really neat. Then they talk about the sledge mass drivers. They have redone the way they look for the first three sizes, size 1, 2, and 3. But they did nerf them just a little bit from where they were before as far as damage output. Maybe I can bring you guys a video on that. Then we have the C54 Gemini Smg. This is a really fun gun. I really recommend you guys pick one up and use it. This thing is cool. It fires super fast, which means you go through your ammo really quick, but it's a lot of fun. Definitely check that weapon out. We go into new vehicles and ships. Well, at least one new vehicle, and that is the ROC by Greycat. I will do a complete video on the ROC, so expect that coming up in the coming days. Then we have Pico. He is a plush toy, and he's not just a little plush toy. He's pretty good size. They're actually selling this as merchandise that you can get out of the game, but you can also get it in-game, and they have a little contest going along with that you should check out, where you can make a screenshot with Pico somewhere, and you got some cool prizes for that. They've redone some of the hangars. Now at Microtech you have an AeroView hanger, and it looks really nice, if you ask me. They've done Grim Hex. They've added the racing part to Grim Hex, where you'll be able to bet on future races. They've also added better hangar space at Grimhex. You can support much bigger ships there, whether you're taking off or landing. Then you have improvements to the M50 and the Karthu-al, which we'll go into a little bit more as well here in this video. But the M50, they just improved some of the design language, I guess, which you don't really see too much of an improvement there. But the Greycat ROC. So this is the newest vehicle. Like I said, we'll do a whole video on that coming up. But it's $50 war bond, which means LTI on it. $55 if you just want to buy it with credit, which you only get 6-month insurance on that. Then you have the ROC and Brawl package. War bond is $140, and the other package, which can get with credits, is $150. The $140, you get LTI on both your Cuddy and the ROC, so it's a heck of a deal. I think the Cuddy is like $100 without right now, and the ROC is $50, so you're getting like $10 off. So it's definitely a great buy for both of those. I mean, the Greycat ROC, we'll have to discuss whether or not it's an actual good buy or not. I would say right now it's not, but in the future it could be a fantastic buy, as it should be able to net you some pretty good earnings. Right now in the game, not so much. There are some strategies I will talk about when we go over the Greycat ROC in its video that you could deploy with it. Now we have the M50 that's been remade or remodeled. It really hasn't changed a whole lot. This thing is still a pretty awesome ship. Now I will tell you, in the original version of the PTU when it first came out, I was not a fan of the M50. I felt like they destroyed it, but I do think that they've improved on it. I will bring some videos with the M50 and the next ship, the Karthu-al, in the future, and we'll talk about how they've changed and how I feel about the changes to both of those vehicles, both in atmosphere and in space. Because the M50 will really, I mean, it should be really good in both, and the Karthu-al definitely is, because it's highly maneuverable. Karthu-al is $170 right now. You get 6-month insurance. The M50 is $100. You can also do an upgrade to the M50 on War Bond. And I don't know exactly what all that's going to give you, but I think it's just something that they're offering for a short time, and probably the same thing on the Karthu-al as well. I don't imagine that's going to last very long. It says the 11th, so if you want to get those upgrades for those ships, you're going to have to hurry and do it. You only have about a week or so from 310's launch, so definitely jump on that. So that is the basic changes that they've made. Now they've done the height map stuff as well, which makes the planets look really sharp. And let me tell you, in the PTU, the graphics look updated. So they look much sharper, they look better. I think a lot of you guys are going to notice some changes to the graphics when you go into 310. Here's a little teaser for the Greycat ROC. I'm not going to play it with the sound. I don't want CIG to be totally mad at me for stealing their videos here. But let me tell you, go check this video out on the YouTube page or on the website, because it is pretty fantastic. This is one of the better commercials. Their commercial team has been really on for a lot of the commercials over the last few years. I really enjoy a lot of them. But this has a Goldilocks theme, talking about how the hand laser's too small, the prospector's too big, but then you bring in the ROC, it's just the right size. And I think it is brilliant, a brilliant commercial to advertise this particular vehicle. So guys, hit that like button if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed before. I would certainly appreciate it. Hit that little bell icon to let you know when I do more of these videos. If you wish to support this page, you can do it through my Patreon or through the YouTube membership program. It's only $1 to get in on the membership program, and it helps me out tremendously. Also, if you don't have the money to give, then you can watch the ads all the way through or click on the ads. That'll also support this channel as well. And again, I certainly do appreciate it. Thank you all for watching the videos. Thank you all for the support that you give me. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Thank you for all the well wishes that you guys have shouted out to my grandmother. That is really awesome of you guys. So thank you again. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.